Man, guess what? We are live, and I don't even have my cell phone in my hand, but I'm going to go get it in a second. Welcome back, man. This is the third presentation today. We're helping a lot of people all across the country learn this income shifting concept, learn the rules of the wealthy. I'm going to grab my cell phone so we can get my watch party going, that's for sure. I want you guys to do me a big favor and grab your cell phone so you can get ready to have your watch party as well. And let's spread some positivity. Let's spread some solutions. Let's talk about the rules of the wealthy. Let's talk about how making money from home can be realistic for you as well, guys. My name is Brian M. Bean, proud founder of the Extra Digit Movement, ready to rock and roll with you guys in a second. I'm going to disappear for about, 5 seconds, long enough to get my cell phone, and I will be right back. Go ahead and start your watch parties. Okay. All right, I got my phone, man. Let's see what we got. I don't know about you guys, but I'm going to start a watch party. Why? Because I know a lot of people who need to understand the power of cash flow increases, the power of credit score increases, the power of getting out of debt in record time, the power of becoming a business owner. And you know what the main thing is, honestly? The power of getting ahead of trends. Can y'all believe it, man? If you just get ahead of a trend for once in your life, get ahead of something and ride the wave, or be that person that sends the wave to the rest of the country. I'm telling you guys, man, it's going to be something phenomenal. And I got some special guests. I got actually 3 people that's going to make an appearance on this one, man. It's the middle of the day. We figure, hey, let's bring out some of our up and coming superstars, and let's bring out the biggest superstar of them all. In the next 2 minutes, I'm getting my watch party going. I'm gonna play a quick video so you guys can understand why we are so excited to partner with Making Wealth Real Financial. So let me give you some background before I play this video. So again, if you just joined us, my name is Brian M. Bean. I'm the founder of the Extra Digit Movement, where we show you how to grow your net worth 1 digit at a time. Now, a lot of people ask me, where did Extra Digit actually come from? And I don't talk about it a whole lot. What happened was I was making 3 figures every 2 weeks on a job I could not stand. I can't give you guys the name of the company, but they call it the Bank of America. And there was trying to climb the corporate American ladder. I graduated from Morehouse in '97. I got my degree in English. I thought I was going to law school. That was my big goal and aspiration. God had a different plan for me, because my sophomore year in college, I started learning home-based businesses and personality types and conflict resolution skills, and basically that I could make more money from home in a month than people were making all year on my job. So I was very, very fortunate my sophomore year to start training, and by the time I graduated, I was making a whole lot of money at the age of 22. And guess what? I just turned 45 last month. So I retired 23 years ago because of this whole home-based business thing. Well, guess what? Because of this whole social distancing, a lot of people are at home. So Extra Digit grew because I went from 3 figures every 2 weeks to 4 figures a week at home. Then I started making 5 figures a month from home. Then I started making high 6 figures a year from home. And now I've had a 7-figure career from home. So we're going to show you guys how to do the exact same thing. If you're making 3 figures, what about 4 a week? If you're making 5 figures a month, what about 6? That's right. We have a lot of peers and colleagues and mentors who earn 6 figures a month, and now we're getting right up there with them because we're sharing these strategies. What I want to do is show you one of my mentors real quick, the owner of Making Wealth Real Financial, to get an idea of how he used his method and his ministry and his message to help people all across this country make wealth real. And I'll be right back after you see this quick video. Go ahead and start your watch parties.
For me personally, I want you guys to understand this was not just about the money, even though that's what our business is about. It was more of a mission, a ministry, and a movement. That's what we were interested in, creating a mission, a ministry, and a movement. And I hear Brian talk all the time about Extra Digit Movement, and I hear, we've got the Make Wealth Real movement with MWR Financial. But when you combine a mission, a ministry, and a movement, okay, with what you got this weekend and what you're getting this weekend, which is about mindset, message, and money. So you take mindset, message, and money and you put it with a mission, a ministry, and a movement. Wow. You talk about powerful. You talk about powerful, because I'm going to tell you, when you walk out of here this weekend, I firmly believe that you're going to have everything you need to be able to win in life financially. And you are head and shoulders above over 90% of the American population. Understand that. When I say I put this program together, because the first part was the ministry side of it. And yeah, you guys, those of you that know me, you know I don't hide my faith. I'm a Christian, and I know who I am and whose I am, and I appreciate everybody's faith. So just understand that too. So whatever your faith is, I hope you stand behind it too. But knowing that, knowing who I am and whose I am, is what makes what we're doing so clear, at least for me, okay? Because I understand that the biggest challenges in people's lives revolve around what? It revolves around money. And so when you take that being the biggest challenge, and then you look at how to build a successful business, to me, business is all about supply and demand. Okay? So if the biggest challenge in people's lives is money, and the best way for you to be able to make money is to be able to provide what? Solutions to the biggest challenges that are out there, then you stand to profit from that. That's just a sound business model, okay? And Damo touched on it earlier, and he was talking about how it doesn't change. It's been this way forever, okay? Because we will never be educated. We will never be educated through our educational system on money, because if we educate people through our educational system on money, we will eliminate the workforce. You understand that? Because if people really understand the concept of being their own business owner, if that's what we were teaching in our high schools and what we were teaching in our colleges, we wouldn't have people to work jobs, because they would think it was crazy. And I'm not against jobs. Understand that. I'm not against jobs, because for some people, that's their option in life, because they are not willing to do anything above that. Understand that. They're just not willing to do anything above that. And this company, when we put it together, we wanted to solve all of the challenges. Like Brian said, I started out in the credit restoration industry. And 30 years ago, and man, every time I say that, I start feeling older. Every time I say 30 years, because it doesn't feel like that long. But what I realized is that when we just help people with credit, all we did was create a Band-Aid. I had a conversation earlier that I want to share with you a little bit about my philosophy on credit. I hear a bunch of credit testimonies that come up on this stage. I hear them everywhere, and I love them. I love the idea that we help people straighten out their past credit history and get their scores back into the best shape possible, because that helps them reduce their existing expenses. That's what that program is for. It's to help you reduce your interest rates, your down payments, your car insurance premiums, your homeowner's insurance premiums, everything that's affected by a credit score. Do not mistake our credit restoration program as a way for you to go out and finance a lifestyle, or to go out and bury yourself further in debt. That is not what we do. That's what all other credit restoration companies do. Okay? We're not a credit restoration company. We are a complete financial strategies company, or financial solutions company. And that was done for a reason. That was done for a reason. Because after about 15 years in the credit restoration industry, you know what I realized? All we were doing was creating a Band-Aid for the consumer. We would help people straighten out their past credit history, and it was like we gave them a get-out-of-jail-free card. It was like, hey, I can go screw it up again because they'll just fix it. You know, they did it once, they'll do it again. That wasn't what we wanted to accomplish. That wasn't the ministry that we wanted to portray with what we were doing. The other thing about that is that you have to understand how the system works. I love Brian walking people across stage and just methodically getting them comfortable with the message that we're delivering. taking that little extra time with somebody to make them realize that, one, they're worthy and deserving, they can do it. All of you can do it. All of you can do it. As long as you treat this like a business and you take it serious and you study and you try to do it. You've got to make that effort.
You got to make that effort. You got to make that effort. Let's go ahead and rock and roll, man. Let's talk money. Let's talk about why Brian House is so excited about spreading his message to the world. The man is I can't say I've really met a lot of people like him, with the integrity, with the deep pockets, with the ability to help people, with the message and mindset and the ministry behind it, and a whole bunch of different things that just make wealth real for a lot of people. I got two special guests I want to debut tonight, man. Let's bring up AJ Albert and Mr. Aaron Diaz. I appreciate you guys, man. Let's do a mic check. AJ, say what's up to the people. All right, audio check.
Hey, what's
there
up,
you go, there you go. And Aaron, how you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. Ready to rock and roll.
Hey, listen, a lot of people are not losing during this quarantine. I keep telling people I'm bringing on business partner after business partner after business partner to show people 4 times a day, 10 a.m., 2 p.m., 6 p.m., and 10 p.m., all Eastern Standard Times, how we're winning. And the reason we're winning is because we're providing solutions to the problem. Let's be honest, guys. We know that this it's a different time right now. We know that we can't hug and shake hands and dap up and play a lot of sports and stuff right now like we used to. But maybe God is just asking everybody to chill out for a minute. Let's clean the air. Let's purify the earth. Let's stay inside for a minute. Let's get closer to family and friends. Let's see what you're really about when you're with yourself, right? And by yourself. Let's see how we can come out of this thing better than we went in. Albert, do you know people that have been affected, just people in general, people that have been affected by social distancing in this quarantine, and if so, how?
I do. I know a lot of people that were actually affected. I'm in the military, if y'all don't know, and all of us have a TSP. I've been investing in it for 20 years, and it took a $20,000 hit just on my end.
Wow, that would be like a TSP in the military, similar to like a retirement?
Yep, it's like a 401k for the Army. It's called TSP, though, Thrift Savings Plan.
Wow. What about you, Aaron? Anybody been affected since we've been quarantined, like in a negative kind of way that could use what we're about to give them?
Oh, yeah. Even at my job currently, we only allowed to work 3 days a week. So that's reduced a lot of income coming in. So this actually does help. The business help.
So you went from 5 days a week, basically full time, to now they have to cut back to 3 days a week, basically part time?
Yes.
Man. But guess what? You know why we're here and still smiling? Raise your hand if you've been able to supplement that income. Right? So it's been pretty incredible, man. Let's talk about it real quick. I think the quarantine has done a lot of things. Number one, it's showing us that if you provide solutions, you win. I don't know how many of you guys have seen on Facebook and Instagram and commercials. Everything now is hands-free solution. I saw this guy selling this hook where you can open doors now without touching the doors. You can open. I'm like, man, it's amazing how already people have switched to how can we stay connected but apart, right? So we're talking about different things that get affected by us staying at home. And one is inflation. Aaron, inflation is already something that a lot of people deal with that's hard to contend with when prices go up every single day. But how has this quarantine made inflation even worse? And I'm gonna tell them how we're gonna combat it. What's going on with the quarantine and how has inflation gotten worse?
So the quarantine have caused more people to stay at home. And now when they're staying at home, they're not making money at their jobs like they was, while the price of goods and services is still going up. So you go out to the store to get something, the price is up higher, but through this quarantine, you're making less money because you're at home more.
Yeah, and not only that, if you think about, so prices are going up, you're making less money, so your dollar dropped a lot of value. And if you think about it, companies are going to have to increase their prices, am I right? Because they took a lot of hits when everybody was at home and couldn't come out. See, the economy is based on us being able to connect. This whole economy, guys, is based on us being able to circulate and get together and go to the game and spend money and go to the tailgate and spend money and go to the restaurant and eat and have a good time and go out and go to church and do our tithes. And all these different things are based on us being able to connect. Well, when you have to disconnect, there's no money in circulation. When there's no money in circulation, things shut down. When things shut down, unemployment goes what? Up. When unemployment goes up, now you got a totally different situation because the situation can get worse. We're providing solutions to that inflation by helping you go up on your income every time they go up on their prices. Albert, do me a favor, man. Taxes are also going to be a big deal since we're quarantined. How are the taxes going up and why?
Well, everybody got a stimulus check. You know what I'm saying? They took $2 trillion out, and we, the taxpayers, are going to have to pay that back, Brian.
Wow. So the $2 trillion that came out of the U.S. Treasury was the taxpayers' deposits over the years. So basically, we borrowed that money that we put in there, and you know the government, if we know anything about Uncle Sam by now, we got to put that money back. So now inflation is up, taxes are up. I'm here to tell you guys, debt is also going up because a lot of people are putting their expenses on credit cards, right? Aaron just talked about how people are now having less money. So when people have less money and no emergency fund, they tend to float this little plastic called a credit card. Well, I want to thank God. I want to show you guys a solution. There's one thing I can show you, and I know this for a fact, that if you really understood and took this more serious, you can solve a lot of problems. What is that? Well, put this in the notes. A home-based business. Hold on. A home-based business. Why? A home-based business handles all three of these things in one why, right? Put this in the comments. I need my HBB, okay? Home-based business. I need my HBB. A home-based business automatically helps you win in the tax game. Now, what's the tax game? Well, if you have a home-based business, let's put Aaron and let's put AJ side by side. Let's say Aaron has a home-based business, AJ does not. If Aaron has a home-based business, he gets to write off his cell phone, he gets to write off his internet, he gets to write off his mileage in his car, some business miles, he gets to write off meals and entertainment, eating out. Well, let's say AJ does not have a home-based business. He still got food, he still got internet, he still got a cell phone, he still has gas, but because he has no 1099, he has nothing to subtract. And they get to tax him on all his money. Aaron has a 1099, which is a code for a business. And guess what? He gets to subtract all his expenses first. So AJ, in that example, if you are smart, don't you just open up a home-based business, if nothing else, so you can start making money and taking advantage of the taxes? Am I right?
Yeah, definitely. For me, I put $540 a month back into my paycheck. It was allowing me to move money around that I did not have.
Oh man, we're gonna talk about that in a second with the experts. So you were able to bring home an extra $540 and give yourself a pay raise? Can you hear me?
You broke up, Brian. I couldn't hear you.
I was saying you were able to give yourself a $540 pay raise with the enrolled agents. I'm gonna come back to you.
You still breaking up.
That's okay. He may have a connection problem. I'm gonna come back to you in a second, AJ. So this home-based business does that. Number one, lowers the taxes. Number two, think about this: unlimited earning capacity. Unlimited earning capacity. Now, why is that important? Unlimited earning capacity is this: when you can go up on your income anytime you feel like it and get paid anywhere from $5 a day all the way up to $1,000 a day like we do, then you can combat inflation. Let me give you guys an example. Just a second ago, at 5 o'clock, like clockwork, I was able, bring me full screen here, right? I was able to come up with $500 in one account, another $500 yesterday, another $500 yesterday, another $500 yesterday, another $500 yesterday. Last week, guys, every single day, we are earning anywhere from $5 a day, $150 a month, to $500 a day, $15,000 a month, by providing home-based business solutions. Let me give you guys an example of what a virtual solution looks like. I want to bring Aaron back in. Aaron, we're talking about virtual solutions. How are we using these platforms, Aaron, to make money from home? What are we using to use leverage?
One of the things that we're using Money Max. Our Money Max is going to be the thing that we use in order to adjust our W-4 in order to make more money, get more money coming back in on your check.
Hold on. All right, but it's come to me. All right, so try that one more time, Aaron.
All right. Is it good? I'm good?
Yep.
All right. I said one of the things that we're using is Money Max. Money Max is what AJ was just talking about, how it adjusted his check that he could bring more money to his home, $540, back out of the same paycheck that he was getting anyway. So that's one of the ways.
So yeah, and when we use these virtual solutions, our experts are allowed to what? Help you adjust your W-4. You can tell more people. We're using Zoom, we're using Instagram, we're using Facebook, we're using YouTube, we're using what's called leverage. Put this in the comments, guys. I must leverage my way to wealth. You gotta leverage your way to wealth. See, when we have these experts, that's what he's talking about, is solution number 3. When we have these experts on standby helping you every single day do what? Get your finances in order. See, you got to come out of this quarantine better than you actually went in. If you're at quarantine right now and everything around you is going up, but your income is going down, you got to be able to provide solutions. Our third solution is the experts at Money Max, Credit Max, Equity Max, and Wealth Max. Put that in the comments. You got Money Max, tax minimization. That's what Aaron was talking about earlier AJ was talking about before he got disconnected. You got Credit Max. That's the increase in your credit score. You got Equity Max. That's the elimination of your debt. And then you got Wealth Max. Wealth Max is where we show you how to develop real assets. Now, before I talk about these experts, you would think this was thousands of dollars. I want you guys to understand how simple this is. Put this in the comments. $228 one time. $228 one time. And $119 a month. Now, what does that mean? That means you now have a staff of professionals. So, Aaron, if I need to get my car fixed, who do I go to?
A dealership.
A mechanic.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yes.
Now, if I want to buy a new car, I go where?
To the dealership.
Okay. If I need to have surgery, I'm going where?
To a doctor.
If I need to fight, if I have a legal issue, where am I going?
To a lawyer's office and use the staff.
Well, what people do, for some reason, they don't believe in what? Professional help when it comes to their finances. Guys, $228 one time, and you have a home-based business and a staff of people to work with in every area of your finances. $119 a month, and you have what? A staff of people that are going to help you not only get that $119 back, but show you how to take that $119, lower your taxes, and invest with the difference. I don't know of a better company where they do the work for you. Put that in the comments. Done for you, also known as DFY, is better than DIY. Right? Now, Aaron, why is it that the experts doing this work for you? Have you found this to be quite simple, or would you rather go home and do all the paperwork yourself and fight all the finances yourself? Why do you like done for you better?
Well, because if it's done for me, it freed up more time for me to go out and find other people to help them.
So, guys, in other words, we're making a lot more money in less time. And that's what wealth is about. It's about making more money in half the time. But what a lot of people do, they take all the time and they make no money. Put this in your comments and your notes. There are only 2 kinds of equity, time and money. But you can't be broke and busy. A lot of people have a lot of money, but they don't have any time because they're creating wealth. A lot of people have all the time in the world, but they don't have any money. We have money and time freedom. So if there are only 2 types of equity in the world, why in the world are most Americans wasting both? See, here's what this membership does. Brian, what is the 228? What are you offering? What are we actually doing? I think, Aaron, people overcomplicate this. You're actually looking at it. You're looking at it. You think it's something bigger than what you're looking at. We set up a Zoom, a webinar, a conference call, a website, Facebook Live, Instagram Live, YouTube Live. You're looking at it. We have a home-based business that offers 4 different pillars. You have a group of friends who may be suffering financially. You have family members who may need to get out of debt. You have associates and colleagues who social distancing has affected. You personally may need money coming in every day, every week, every month. For that reason, we do what? Provide you with the solution. And because everybody right now is where, Aaron, because of the quarantine?
At home.
At home. Now, since we're at home, do you think a home-based business is going to be more popular or less popular? You tell me.
It's going to be more, because now everybody at home, now you can actually talk and touch everybody that's at home.
And the good thing is we tested them using what? Virtual solutions.
Virtual.
Right.
Yeah.
So let me show you guys some testimonies. This is powerful. Now, Aaron, before I show these testimonies, do you have a personal testimony with Money Max, Equity Max, Credit Max, or Wealth Max? Which one have you used?
Actually, I have went through all of them. One of the testimonies I have, my credit score have went up. It went up 22 points, like within the first 3 weeks of being in the company. But the one that I love the most is my debt. I redid my debt, and my debt went all the way from like 9 years down to 4 years and 11 months. Won't have no house payment, no car payments, no payments, 0 payments.
So that's called equity max. All right, so let's talk about these pillars real quick. What he's talking about, guys, we have enrolled agents with the IRS. So what you do is you upload, this is what AJ was talking about before his Wi-Fi got disconnected. You upload your pay stubs to our enrolled agents. Now, Aaron, this is where a lot of people say, hey, is it a scam? Oh, it's a pyramid. It's just conditioning. They're trained that anytime you invest some money, somebody's always trying to take something from you. Guys, it's kind of hard to be a scam when enrolled agents from the IRS are looking at our information. Enrolled agents that are IRS certified are telling you exactly what to do. So on the screen here, you'll see this young man, John Tate, said, hey, since joining Making Wealth Real Financial, the Money Max experts were able to get me an extra $210 a month back. Now I want you to see this, $210 a month. And then on the other side, the enrolled agents, they chat with you. They're there to chat with you and show you how to lower your taxes. They say, listen, if you just adjust the following things based on the W-2 form or based on the online IRS calculator, another $70 per pay period should show up in your paycheck. So guys, they're using the laws that are on the books to help you adjust your taxes legally, ethically, and morally. Now, Aaron, I don't know a bunch of people that, other than the IRS agents, that can help you as fast as these guys can, right?
Right. I don't know
person,
any either.
huh?
I don't know any either. They can do it that fast.
I'm telling you, Travis Lee said, listen, I joined Making Wealth Real Financial a week ago, beginning to see all the benefits to start my own business with them. They saved me $120 per paycheck. Instead of giving it to Uncle Sam, I think it was well worth the $228. So here's my question to you guys. If you're saving $300 a month, $500 a month, $700 a month, $800 a month in taxes, you're seeing it in your paycheck, which is something people can use right now. Why wouldn't you invest $119 a month and get $600, $700 a month back? Now, that's not a guarantee. I'm simply saying the IRS allows you to change your withholdings, but you got to have a home-based what?
Business,
right? Number 2. Now, this is what you talked about. Aaron, hit him hard with this one. How in the world, how hard was it for Credit Max to increase your credit score? Did you have to write 15 letters? Did you call Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian? How in the world did you get those results so fast? What was the process?
Was I downloaded my free report. I uploaded it into the system. 3 weeks later, 22 points. that easy, that quick. I was like, it's time to go and redo my insurance and refinance something.
Right. And yeah, he said something powerful. He said, it's time to go redo my insurance, because a lot of people don't know this, but a lot of your utilities, your insurance premiums, a lot of these things are affected by a low credit score. So now you can go back and your credit score can save you money in other areas. He downloaded the forms, re-uploaded them back to our experts. You give them what's called LPOA, a limited power of attorney. In other words, they're fighting on your behalf. Look at some of these testimonies. This is strong. This young man said, hey, I'm up 91 points on one report after just 6 weeks. I'm all the way up to a 809. That's pretty powerful. He was already in the sevens. That wasn't bad. 737, 713, 740. But y'all see that big dot that shot up? That's after Credit Max got a hold to his reports and they fixed everything for him. Right? This young man was very, very proud of his fiance. Daryl Hannah said, my congratulations to my fiance, April. She's up, paraphrasing, a total of 200 points in 4 months. That's pretty strong. This young lady was 19 years old. I want y'all to see this. Credit score was in the threes, 356. Had some negative things and some identity theft on her report. Got that removed. It went up to a 501. It got better and better. She's dealing with experts. It went up to a 763. She is holding the keys to her new automobile. No cosigner necessary, Aaron. No high interest rates. Hey, put this in the comments. Let's give our kids a head start. Let's give our kids a head start, man. Are we tired of them coming in with bad credit? And now you got this ball and chain called debt attached to you, paying for things 2 and 3 times. We got a million of these, man. This is one I found today. Very, very powerful. Letitia Priest said, I decided to look at my FICO score and look at this. It's up 40 points. Now she's got a ways to go, right? But she was in the 5s and now she's in the 6s. Guys, that's a big difference in interest rates. She just posted her score. Hey, ain't nothing to be embarrassed about, right? We all have made mistakes in the past. That's why I like showing people. Everybody's not going to be like Chuck Hart and Bert Sims, 800s, right, Aaron? They went from an 805 to an 812.
Yeah. Look, if everybody with 800s, when they came into the dealership, I'll sell every last one of them.
No wonder you talking about dealership earlier. I get it now. I said, Aaron, where would people go if they need help with their car? A dealership.
Right. I'm gonna talk to them about leaving it there and taking a new one home with them.
There you go. So I can see why, man. Now you 3 days a week. I'm glad you're getting that daily pay, man, for sure. Because people may not be spending like they used to.
Yes, I was just looking at it just a little while ago. I was like, yes, some more daily pay.
There you go. So Bert Sims went from an 834 to an 845. Saved $40,000 in interest. Why? Credit Max. Aaron, somebody asked me the other day, man, how they doing that? Brian, I don't get how they doing that. I said, listen, do you know how the light bulb works? Or do you just hit the switch and know that when you cut it, when you flip the switch, the lights turn on? I never understood how people need to understand everything. And listen, There's nothing wrong with seeking knowledge. There's nothing wrong with seeking wisdom. There's nothing wrong with seeking understanding. But all I know is, why do people question positive results when they've been praying for positive results? Then they get the answer and pray over the answer. I don't know. Now, you talked about this big guy, Equity Max. This young lady, Tequila MacGyver, said the Equity Max experts were able to outline a plan for me to be out of debt by 2024. The creditors had her down for 2033. So she went from 2033 down 11 years to 2024. This is what you were talking about earlier, Aaron. So how did this process work where you now know your debt-free date? What did you do? What did you enter?
I just put in my income and I just put in my debt. Once I put it in on the sheet, took me to the next page, did the same thing again for each debt and press complete. And then I got an email back. I got a response back to go and check it. And I just logged in and I checked it. I was like, oh, yes, I like it. So
you said I can do this, right?
Yes, I can do it. And then it showed me how much money I was going to save up front. But that was before I even do any refinancing, which means I'm going to save even more.
So if you, before the refi, you went from how many years to how many years with our plan instead of their plan? What did it shorten again?
It took me all the way down to 4 years and 11 months. And I was like 9 to 10 years at first. But it took me all the way down to 4 years and 11 months and instantly savings of $10,000. And then on top of that, from my debt plan, it showed me where I would still be paying debt if I didn't do this plan, and where I would be making an extra $50,000 in the bank, where I would have had debt if I wasn't following the plan. I was like, oh, yes.
So yeah, I mean, what they do, guys, they take all your debt, and by the time they finish with your summary, they basically will send you a paragraph like this. This is what he saw. My good friend Trevor Martin, did you know that after 52 months, you'll be debt free? You'll also have $50,000 in cash. 34 months later, it'll double to $100,000, right? After 149 months, a little over 10 years or 12 years, you'll be debt free and have $250,000. Then it showed him even his millionaire goal. So what they do, guys, they give you a summary and say, hey, here's what the creditors want you to do. Here's a little trick on what you need to do. And here's how these things recalculate. It's pretty powerful. Now let's get ready to show you the comp plan. One more powerful tool. If you heard AJ earlier before the disconnection, he talked about how his retirement got hit by about $20,000. Well, the PRA account is something a lot of people don't know about. That stands for Private Reserve Account. And what that means, guys, is you have a different, it's a different service offered because it's backed by insurance and it doesn't have the volatility of the stock market. So it doesn't go up and down like a lot of 401ks. It doesn't go up and down because it's not on the same currency exchange, if you will, as the New York Stock Exchange. So when people stop spending money and everybody's blue chips crash, your PRA would have been safe. Basically, you're becoming the bank. See, so there's no loss provision. Look at these statistics now, or qualities. No set loan terms, tax-free withdrawals, no qualifying to borrow the money, interest earned on money that you borrow. Aaron, I can have $80,000 in my PRA. Mm-hmm. I can take $25,000 out for a car. And you would think that it would just still have about, $55,000 that I'm still only drawing interest on the balance. No, it still treats it like the $80,000 is there. Even though I borrowed $25,000 out to get my son a car, it'll still draw interest on the original balance. Isn't that cool?
That's powerful. That's
powerful. Only about 6% of the population prior to now knew about the private reserve account. Because you usually have to have like $200,000 or $250,000 to even play in this game. But that's why we call it Making Wealth Real. Mr. Brian House put together his partners, other wealthy people, other wealthy concepts, pull the veil back, and now you too can get wealthy. Right? Now let me pull up this land banking and let me remind myself of what this area is called. There's an area outside of California that is allowing individuals like you and I to jump in on the new Green Energy Valley. I keep forgetting, I don't know why. The Green Energy Valley. So Aaron, about 45 miles outside of LA. Mm-hmm. LA is overpopulated. I don't know, 40 million people roughly. The water keeps you from being able to go any further. So when you have a high demand of people and a low supply, anything demand is high but supply, anytime demand is high but supply is low, the value goes up.
Right.
You have the ability to purchase land in what's called the path of growth. Now, what's the path of growth? That means before companies like Walmart or Amazon or big commercial properties can come in and swoop in, you can get a parcel of your own, like my good friend Don here and Ruthie. They literally were able to get a parcel of land, their deed, the warrant, the whole nine, and show that, hey, we were here at the wholesale value. And when they come, they got to get it at retail. And the Green Energy Valley is where everybody is heading. They're calling it like Silicon Valley Part 2. You ever been to the area, Aaron, where you see trees and stuff one year, and you start seeing ribbons, and then you start seeing people come out with these little cameras, and then you forget about it, and then 3 years later, it's bought up. Am I right?
Right. They be out surveying.
They out surveying, right? Somebody got a helicopter and said, hey, in 10 years, we're going to do this. So me and my good friend used to say, while you sleeping, they creeping. They're getting wealthy. Well, guess what? We pull the curtains back on that too. So let me show you these override bonuses. Here's how this works. If you introduce people to our business, you have an opportunity now to get paid every single day. So for example, you may not know anybody. You may not know anybody who wants to save money. You may not know anybody who wants to invest. You may not know anybody who wants to eliminate debt. You may not know anybody who wants to increase their credit score. But you mess around and get one person from a Facebook Live like this, from a post that you put up, from a YouTube video you share. And guys, it started just like me with one person. And this is one of my daily checks. 55, 45, 35, 900. We got a lot of different bonuses. So on this day, Aaron, I made about $1,300 in 24 hours. Can you imagine making $1,000 a day, or anywhere from $200 a day, or anywhere from $50 a day? So this was a $1,300 day. Now I told my friends, you got to have vision, right? They laughed at me so hard when I started back in November. $28 check, then a $38 check. So I made $60 in 2 days. Hard. Then I hit area director. $400, $300, $300, $200, $100, $600, $900. The next day, it all started to make sense, because put this in the comments, guys. You can't stop another person's excitement. You can't. You can't stop another person's excitement. They told some friends, Aaron, they told some friends, and they told some friends, and I made 300, then I made 600, then I made 200, then I made 100, then I made 900. And that month, I made between $12,000 and $13,000 in 1 month. Now, Aaron, that's called non-wage income.
Right, non-wage income from your home income.
That means we're doing it without working. Is that cool or what?
Right, that's cool.
Now, Aaron, we get paid on the 10th of every month.
Mm-hmm.
These are called presidential bonuses. Let me show you how this works. Every time a person joins your team, points start to accumulate. If a person says, I want the membership, you earn 2 points. If a person says, I want the business, you earn 3 points. So there are a lot of people out there that want a little bit of both. Well, as your business grows, so do these presidential bonuses. They range anywhere from $500 a month to $1,000 a month to $5,000 a month to $100,000 a month. Do you guys know in 2 to 5 years, the home-based business might be not a nicety, but a necessity. It'll be a must. Like, you're going to have one of these. Wow. And the jobs just gave people a glimpse into what it's like to stay home.
Right.
They now know what the books look like if it stays like this. And some jobs are going, I don't know if we needed all that overhead. With these new policies and procedures that the government is and the CDC is making you establish, I don't know if everybody need to come back. So now, if you're smart, you go ahead and get ahead of the curve. And all we want people to do is say, hey, when you're looking for a home-based business, Aaron, where we at?
We're right here.
We right here. Okay. We right here. Now, good friend of mine. Congratulations to Cortez. He's at level 1. If he does nothing else, that's $500 a day that he earns on the 10th of every single solitary month. This is Mr. LaMarcus. I've never seen 2 more adorable young ladies. He's holding here $500 a month. LaMarcus is out of Louisiana. From what I understand, that whole Louisiana, New Orleans, Houston, and it's going over all into Texas. It is getting wild down there. I can't wait until you see the Dallas and Houston and Texas private webinar we're putting together just for that area, the way it's growing. It's going to be sick.
Nice.
A car bonus, $500 a month. Put this in the comments. 500, $1,250, $3,000. Put that in the comments, guys. 500, $1,250, $3,000. My good friend Andre Russell, tier 2, $1,250 a month. Went out and got his car last week or 2 weeks ago. Camaro. Aaron, I know you tripping, but he don't live in your state. He couldn't come see you for this one. All right. But
he should have came to Texas.
He could have came to Texas and got it, right? But man, when I tell you, it was so good to see him post this. He's got a $1,250 check coming in every month. We don't have to spend the money on the car, but he decided he wanted to go out and get it. People like Shayna get the $1,250 a month. She said, hey, I'm gonna invest mine. I'm gonna make it grow, whatever. Guys, put this in the comments. It's my money. It's my money. Now, Aaron, what position are you right now in the company?
SD.
SD. Are you getting the text every single day?
I am. I just got one at 401 Texas, Fort Worth.
Wait, say that again.
I said I just got one at 401 since I'm in Fort Worth, Texas, DFW, Dallas Fort Worth.
You in Dallas Fort Worth. So your text comes Central Time.
Yes.
Oh, check you out. Bring
Right
that a little
there.
closer. Let me see if I can see it. All right. Every single day, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20.
Is that what?
20. So that's what, 600 a month minimum?
Yes, it is.
Man, I salute you, man. Has that helped since they laid off or the car dealership's been a little slow?
It have helped a lot since it's been pretty slow, and we can't go in as much. But it kind of go with what you're saying. It's kind of show us what we can do from home that we couldn't do. So some people might not be going back.
Yeah, ain't that crazy, man? I mean, it's wild. I don't think people understand that they might be setting you up not to come back. So before we go, I got a special guest I'm gonna bring up here in a second. But these are just individuals that we're very, very proud of here. Marvin Green, Yaz Anderson. We got plenty of people, man. This is $20 a day, $600 a month. Marvin Green just got started about 2 weeks ago. Yaz is on her way to $900 a month, $30 a day. Powerful. My good friend Cornelius Austin, he's an educator out of Rocky Mount. And it's so cool. He sent a picture. He posted a picture the other day, man. His neighbors put a big sign in his yard just saying, we appreciate you for being a great teacher. Just a great guy, man, all the way around. He's one of those guys you want on your side. Kim Whitfield, $900 a month. Kim's doing great, man. She's on her way to $50 a day, which is $1,500 a month. Anthony Moore on the right is one of our U.S. soldiers. Appreciate you, Anthony. I know they've been working you out there, man, but hey, I'll tell Anthony all the time, that's what leverage is about. You got a team working, you still got $900 a month coming in while you do your duties in the United States, right? Mike Wilkins and his lovely wife, hashtag Wilkins couple, right? These guys are doing some incredible things. Let me see. Oh, I had another picture of Mike. I didn't get a chance to put it up, but you got to understand, man, it's a family affair. Team Wilkins, if that isn't the cutest little girl at the bottom I've ever seen. Mike has a big family. Funny guy up there in Philadelphia. Team Wilkins representing $900 a month on his screenshot. Not bad at all. Chuck Harden went into the Comma Club, $50 a month. I mean a day, right? $1,500 a month. $50 a day. Miss Quanah Sims, the Wealth Whisperer. Just some testimonies, guys, to show you that this thing is real. She's approaching what's called our Triple Crown Award. $100 a day she has, $1,250 a month on the way. That's the car, and a $500 presidential bonus. Can you guys imagine if $3,000 a month was your minimum? That ain't bad. On a job, that would be like $1,500 every 2 weeks. That ain't bad. You're making that money from home, $36,000 a year before taxes, and you still get to invest that money and make $36,000 become $50,000. Not bad. Charles Ivory. Aaron, Charles was in a similar situation like you, but he lost his job all the way around. He just hit the $1,000 mark yesterday, so he's now at 1,000. He was at 500 2 days ago, so he's at 1,000 a month. He's at the $1,250 car, and he's at the $150 minimum daily pay. And I have a record holder here. Her picture is on the screen. Miss Christy Howard is a record holder in the company for being the first female to wear the ring of $1 million earner in the business. You would have to have $1 million in your account to earn at 8% what she earns right now every single month, non-wage. And I got a surprise. Shayna, drum roll, please. I need them to see my drum roll. Welcome. I get to spend some time. Hey, Aaron, I get to spend personal time with Cash Flow Christy. Christy, that's you over there on the side.
That's me on the side.
Now, this just happened when? $1 million ring earner.
Yes.
I mean, Christy, sit right here, Christy. Just come here for a minute. Shayna, we're going to disappear. Go full screen right here. Let the people hear from Cash Flow Christy. Come on,
Man,
step.
this thing
Oh,
is
step on that
super
thing.
high.
You'll be all right. Come on. We'll sit you down in a minute. All right, Shayna. We got the first female $1 million ring earner right here. Christy, you set a goal. You did it. What makes this company so exciting to you?
What makes it so exciting is the fact that we get to help people with things that I like to say, Brian, are a necessity. It's not a nicety. And that's not a knock against any other network marketing company that's out there. Mm-hmm. But we deal with stuff that people deal with on a daily basis. People want to bring more money back into their household. People want to have better credit scores. Like, it's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer. So Christy and I over here strategizing while everybody else tripping. We work with people. We deal with people that have been quarantined. You've been quarantined. You ain't been on. I ain't got time to be playing. So if you've been quarantined, you're able to come by. Me and Christy strategizing. She's making her run to regional director. What are you gonna do? The ladies want to know, what is the ring gonna look like, Christy? You got to design it.
I know, but Mr. Brian House and myself are supposed to talk later on today. I have some ideas and stuff in the works. Just know that I'm gonna represent for the ladies, and y'all know that I like diamonds, so it's gonna definitely have some bling bling.
I heard that. Now, fellas, don't worry, because wait a minute, some of my
ladies, we gonna make that one. We gonna make that one. That one looks good and all on Brian, but the one that's gonna be on our hand is gonna look so
man, the quarantine.
Better.
I need to shave for the quarantine. Need to shave a little bit because of the quarantine. So, hey, fellas, we gonna knock this thing out the park. The ladies whooped our butts this month, right? It's Mother's Day. They deserve it coming up this month. Chrissy Howard was the first female to earn the ring. That means minimum $200 a day.
Yes.
Minimum. That's $6,000 a month.
Yes.
If you don't do anything else.
Yes.
You got the 1250 car bonus.
Yes.
On the way to 3,000.
Yes.
Really very close to 3,000. And presidential minimum 1,000.
Yes.
A person would need $1 million at 8% to earn what she earns residually, whether she wake up or not. Right? So I'm gonna let you stay right here because if you get down, you might fall. So guys, we gotta get ready to go. All right. Listen, there are 3 kinds of people right now. We got one more of these at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock tonight, right? 3 kinds of people. And number 3 says, no, thank you. We're fine. We don't need to strategize. My credit is great. My money's great. Nobody's been affected by the quarantine. We're good to go. Hey, number 3s, hey, rock on.
See ya.
If you don't know anybody that's been affected, boy, God bless you. Because I know a lot of people that we can help. And number 2 says, I want the membership. Aaron, how much is the membership per month? They just want the membership. What do they need to do?
It's as low as $4 a day. $119 a month. $228 up front, $119 a month. Cheaper than a cup of Starbucks coffee.
I know that's right. But the good news is that's a number 1, all right? So
yeah, so 79, you know what?
I got it. Don't worry about it. You good. He just described the number 1. Cheaper than a cup of coffee. $119 a month if you're ready to join the business, right? So if you want to join the business and be like Cashflow Christy, you're welcome to break her record. Trust me, we welcome it. If you want to join the business, it's $228 one time, and it's $119 per month. And we just showed you the government pays for that. If you just want the membership, you're actually calling number 2. That's only $79. So put this in the comments. Membership equals $79, right? How much is the membership, Aaron?
$79.
$79, right? So the membership equals $79 a month if you want the experts, Money Max, Credit Max, Equity Max, Wealth Max. If you want the business, it's $228 one time, $119 a month, and the government pays the bill. We'll see you guys at 10 o'clock. Go get signed up during the break. Inbox the person whose watch party you're watching. I'm Brian Bean. That's Aaron Diaz. This is
Cashflow Christy.
All right, we'll see you guys at 10 o'clock Eastern tonight and 4 more times again tomorrow every 4 hours. You guys have a good night. Thanks, Aaron.
Thank you.